The bus stopped in front of an old gas station, its wheels hissing softly against the dirt road. Mason stepped off with nothing but a small duffel bag and the weight of 8 years of silence. The air smelled like pine and dust, familiar but distant. Home hadn't changed much, but he had. He hadn't seen his father since he was 18. Not since the fight. The one that ended with Mason shouting he'd never come back, and his father yelling that if he walked out that door, he shouldn't bother returning. And yet, here he was. The farmhouse stood at the end of the gravel road, weathered but sturdy. The porch light was still the same dim yellow. The wind carried the faint creak of the old swing they built together years ago. He hesitated before knocking. The door opened slowly, and his father, gray-haired now and leaning heavier on one side, stood there. For a moment, neither spoke. The silence said more than words ever could. "Mason," his father finally said, "didn't think I'd ever see you again." "I didn't either," Mason admitted. His father stepped aside. "Come on in. You look hungry." The house smelled like coffee and wood polish. The same clock still ticked by the window, steady and patient. Mason sat at the kitchen table, where he used to do homework while his father cooked. They ate quietly at first. The scrape of utensils, the hum of crickets outside. It all felt fragile, like one wrong word could shatter it. Finally, his father spoke. "You look like your mother when you're angry." Mason almost laughed, but it caught in his throat. "Guess that's why we never got along." His father nodded slowly. "Yeah, I wasn't good at letting people in." Especially after she passed, Mason looked down. "I thought you didn't care." "I did," his father said, voice rough. "I just didn't know how to show it." Losing her, I didn't want to lose you, too. But when you left, it felt like I already had. The words hung between them. 8 years of pride and silence breaking down all at once. Mason's eyes burned, but he blinked hard. "I thought coming back would be harder. But it's just quiet." His father smiled faintly. "Quiet can be good. Gives us room to start over." Outside, the wind brushed through the trees, soft and forgiving. Later that night, they sat on the porch together, mugs of coffee in hand. The stars looked clearer than Mason remembered. His father pointed out the constellations like he used to when Mason was a boy. Slow, patient, naming each one. When the sky began to lighten, Mason spoke again. "I don't know how long I'll stay." "That's all right," his father said. "You came back. That's enough for now." And for the first time in years, Mason felt like he was exactly where he was supposed to be. Not because everything was fixed, but because they were finally trying. Sometimes forgiveness doesn't come with grand apologies. Sometimes it arrives in the quiet, over shared coffee, under fading stars, with two people learning how to speak again.